get to ask more questions to you again today. When I look around the room and observe people,
Yes.
there's tiny dots of light with sprigs of light coming off of them.
We've already had the discussion with you that as you expand your consciousness and become a more sensitive antenna or receiver of higher frequency energies, many of you, as part of the symptoms of fourth density reality, will be capable of starting to see different flows of energies that were heretofore invisible to you that exist on higher realms. So your senses will be able to begin to perceive those energies as light, as colors, as shapes, geometric forms, and what have you, based on what degree of sensitivity that you have engendered within your being. So we have already discussed that this will become more common.
So those are other beings?
They can be other beings. They can simply be the energies that are associated with the auric fields of the beings that you're looking at. It can be many different kinds of things. Again, you have to take it on a case-by-case basis. Sometimes those lights are probes from other dimensions, other civilizations. Sometimes they are the expression of what might be called a non-physical spirit floating through your dimension or observing or looking in. Sometimes it will just be a variety of underlying template energies that represent the foundation of your physical reality construct. It can be many different things.
Yeah. Specifically also, I was curious about some of the energies that I see repetitively.
Yes.
I was curious, occasionally I'll see what looks like a liquid bead of blue light, like a BB,
Yes.
appears next to people, and I was curious what
Again,
that was.
this has to be taken on a case-by-case basis. It again can be the projection of a spirit. It can be the idea of your perception of what we call electromagnetheric energy, which is the constituent of the spirit realm itself, the material of it, so to speak. It can be many different things.
And then occasionally I'll see blue light tubes the size of maybe a packing tube.
Again, same answer.
Yeah.
You will see variations in these things depending upon your state of being, depending upon what you believe your relationship is to what you're seeing, where you're at, many different factors within yourself. But it's all an opportunity to understand that you are being given a chance to expand your senses in a way. You will learn to map these things. You will learn to understand how to interpret them for yourself. You will learn how to use the information that they symbolize. But you're the one that needs to figure this out. Think of it like an energetic tarot deck. The things that stand out will have certain symbolic meanings in your particular psyche. And the things that they engender within your feelings, the things they engender as thoughts and inspirations in your head, give you the opportunity to understand how to read that particular textbook.
Okay.
And how to interpret it in terms of downloading the information and sharing the information with others.
Very good. Also curious, there's another energy that it will come at times when people need healing.
Yes.
It's I just call it a healer star, just for a lack of.
Yes. So what's
trying to
mysterious
classify
about this?
Well, I've seen them in very, very large sizes, up to 30 feet. And is it like they have hierarchies, or?
You
could
can
explain?
say that there are degrees of differences and levels and hierarchies if you wish, but that's just your physiological interpretation of what you are perceiving. It may be representative that you are now capable of bringing through more energy. At other times, it may be that the energy needs to be more focused or precise, and that can represent the size difference. But again, you have to intuit for yourself what those differences might mean in any given situation that you're in at that moment, because they can mean many different things.
Interesting. Okay.
So learn to read the signs for yourself.
Yeah, I'm trying. I literally wish
You're trying
they
a little
came
too
with
hard.
signs.
You're trying a little too hard.
Okay.
Just work with them. When you just work with the energy and act on your highest excitement in life, the energy will flow through you in a way that will bring whatever interpretation with it that you need to understand.
Okay.
So the key is to ground these things by actually taking action on the things that excite you and doing those things in a more fluid way and not getting so caught up in the details, the labels. What does this mean? Who is this? Is this this? Is it that? Allow yourself not to break them down so far. Allow yourself to experience them a little bit more holistically by just acting on those energies and from those states of being that they represent to you, and you will know what you need to know when you need to know it. The information that doesn't come, you don't need to know.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yeah, I'll trust that.
All right.
Also, In my head, I heard that I was from Sirius.
You're
and-
not from Sirius. You are from Earth.
Right.
But you have connections to Sirius like many people do. Remember, all lives are simultaneous. All things exist at once. The idea of linear time, before, past, now, present, future, upcoming, this is an illusion. All lives exist at once. So you, as a person, are never any other person.
Right.
But the oversoul that you are an extension from can simultaneously also extend into a Sirius incarnation that you as an Earth person are making an energetic connection to through the oversoul in order to tap into the experiences and information and energy of that simultaneous incarnation in ways that serve you, even as the Sirius being that lives concurrently with you in that civilization is drawing upon information, energy, and downloads from you that it may require to live its life. So you are connected vibrationally to the idea of a Sirius incarnation, but you don't come from Sirius. You come from Earth, obviously.
Correct.
I know it's correct. That's why I said it.
Is it a vibration that's physical on Sirius, or, such as the amphibians, or is it
It's both.
The etheric?
It's both. Because again, they operate and function as the physical component and as the higher mind component in a very balanced way. So it's both. Make sense?
Yeah.
Does this help?
Yeah, I was just, it clarified some things.
All right. Is that sufficient?
Yeah, would you like to, could I ask a couple more questions about different light forms?
Nope.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Bashar.
And a you good day.
I feel blessed being up here again.
We are blessed to interact with each and every one of you.
And I really want to thank you for co-creating this moment for our expansion.
All right. Thank you as
you.
well.
You mentioned about Arcturus?
Yes.
Okay, the beings are non-physical,
Yes.
right? Is there an actual planet or a
No.
star system?
No. There is a star that you call Arcturus.
Okay.
There are planets in that system, but what we are referring to is not a physiological race. The Arcturus vibration is not physiological beings. It is a non-physical, higher collective consciousness.
All right.
You might sometimes perceive them physically, but that's just because that might be the way your physical mind is interpreting a projection of their consciousness into your reality. But in their natural state, they are not physical beings.
Okay, thanks for that.
All right.
c-
They are an eighth density manifestation, which is why they are represented by the 8-pointed star in the symbol.
So non-physical then, yeah.
Yes, non-physical, as we said
Yeah.
a couple of times already.
Thank you. My second question, I'm curious to know the root or the background of Persians. Did it have a strong connection with the Orion or the Pleiadians?
It does have a very strong connection to Orion energy. And again, a strong connection to the Anunnaki bloodlines and a strong connection to many other kinds of things. But it is a highly, highly concentrated area of exploration of the idea of transformation from dark to light.
Okay, so it did, okay. All right, yeah.
Does that help you?
It does. More questions. I woke up from a dream a few days ago, one morning, and in this dream, I was seeing that there are two people. One was insisting that they wanted to insert a device on my left side. One
Yes.
was insisting, and the other one said no.
Yes.
I don't understand.
This is your opportunity to choose how to interact with those beings in the hybridization program more on your own terms. You're giving yourself a choice to be awake and set your own terms for how the interaction will be experienced by you as you become more aware of it and interact more consciously in it, or you're being given an opportunity to remain, in a sense, asleep and just to experience it unconsciously. So make a choice.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to experience it more consciously. There's nothing to be afraid of.
All right.
Does that help?
It does. At the same time, in the past year, I've been feeling a lot of pain on the left side.
Yes.
Which no one can
Because
understand.
the adjustments that are being made are being met with resistance in your energy flow. You need to become more conscious, act on your highest excitement more in your life. Are you holding yourself back from doing the things you would prefer to do?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Yes, I am.
Thank you for being honest. So, what would you rather be doing in life than what you're doing, and what reasons are you creating for holding yourself back from doing them? Why are you not choosing to be yourself? Remember that all pain in life comes from resistance to the natural self. So why are you resisting the natural self?
Maybe I shouldn't. Okay, I won't.
Are you sure?
Yes, I choose not to.
All right. Is there something in your life that you've wanted to do that you have not done for fear of one thing or another?
Maybe the teaching part that I mentioned last night.
And so, are you going to be teaching? Is that exciting enough to you?
It is, and that was one of my questions. I have no way of, I don't have an idea as to which age group and or.
Well, what's wrong with your
or-
imagination?
Okay.
What's
Not-
wrong with exploration? Why don't you go and find out what you're more vibrationally compatible with? You have to take an action first before you'll understand where to find your correct path, your correct vibrational spot. But if you hesitate and wait, you're never going to know. Learn by doing. If you're a teacher, be a student first. Yes?
I thought I was.
Well, but you just
Right.
admitted that you're holding yourself back by being confused about what age group.
Oh, true, yeah.
Just move forward. Let it fall into place automatically. Do whatever you can do to act like a teacher. Do whatever you can do to act on your excitement every moment that you can, even if it appears to be not connected to being a teacher. Because whatever form excitement comes in, the form is not the key. The excitement in it is what lets you know it's connected to any other expression of your excitement. Follow the path of excitement. That's your compass needle.
All right.
Make sense?
It does.
If you're willing to do it, your life will unfold in a magical, synchronous way. If you're not, it won't. It's that simple. This is physics. What you put out is what you get back. You have to put out first before you can get something back. Yes?
Yes.
So do your best to be the teacher you say you're excited to be. In any way, shape, or form, your imagination will allow you to take an action to the best of your ability with no insistence, no assumption as to how the outcome should look, how you should get there, what should come to fruition, or anything like that. Then you'll be using the tool of excitement properly to allow it to unfold as the kit that will support you. All right?
All right.
So just take some action in that direction and keep doing that, and you will see that your life will unfold and the answers will become apparent
All right.
automatically. It's how it works. Does that help?
It does.
All right. Is
One
that
more.
sufficient?
One more question?
Yes.
Or maybe two. About the hybrid children.
Yes.
I was thinking about them last night.
Yes.
And I had a question came up. The hybrid ones. What's their lifespan? Is it similar to us humans on Earth, or it's different, or
It's longer.
longer? How much?
On average, they will live to about 150. On average.
Okay.
And that will expand.
Their our lifespan, or the hybrids?
Well, yours are expanding, but their
Yes.
lifespan will expand as well as you become the sixth hybrid race. You will be somewhat closer to what we experience of an average lifespan of 300. Yes?
Yes.
All right, and there are some that are longer lived than that. But nevertheless, we are speaking averages here. Yes?
Yes.
Does this help you?
It does.
Thank you.
One more question.
Nope. You can only have so many one more questions, you know.
Okay. I thank you for that.
Thank you.
Hi, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
I have recently come across some information that the moon may be hollow.
It is not hollow. There are underground bases there. It has some large cavern areas in it. It's not completely hollow, but there are artificially constructed engineering devices within it.
Okay. Because also it doesn't rotate like other moons do, so
Well, it's tidally locked to your planet.
gotcha. Was
It does rotate. It's just that its rotation is exactly the same as its
ours?
orbit.
Okay. So is there anyone living there now?
Well, there are bases that are inhabited by different extraterrestrial species now and then, yes.
Can you say which ones?
We have a few bases on your moon. The Yael have a few bases on your moon.
Okay.
Some ancient bases from the Anunnaki still exist there that are used by different beings coming and going now and then.
Okay. Did was it brought here? Was it is it like a ship?
No.
Or, okay.
It is a natural object that was created through the idea of a collision of your planet with another, and it broke off.
Okay.
But it has been put into position artificially, and it has been artificially engineered within to maintain certain gravitational and vibrational balances for your planet to allow you to evolve in a certain window of timing.
Okay. My next question is about those trumpet sounds that were happening in different locations over the Earth. Now, February of this year seems to have been the last one that I can find, at least on YouTube.
There may be others.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing that up synchronistically, because that is also connected to the idea of the Arcturus and Hypersapien energies.
Okay.
We will be discussing this a little bit more strongly in the upcoming transmission called Angels and Demons, because the idea is that they create certain frequencies that have been interpreted by your reality as the trumpets of the angels.
Right. Yeah.
And that is a vibrational frequency that guides you into a certain level of vibrational reality that is representative of more alignment with Source, with creation.
Okay.
So we will address this more deeply in the upcoming transmission.
Okay. I'm kind of curious as to the purpose. Like, it seems like maybe it's a grid activation or something along those lines, or possibly human
I just
activation.
told you what it was.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm a little nervous, so I'm not sure I...
Nervous? Why?
Sorry, that was really...
What are you nervous about?
Can you repeat? Standing up and...
Yes, I can repeat it, and I will, but what are you nervous about?
Standing up in front of people?
Standing up in front of who? There's no one here but you.
I know.
These are all just reflections, different ideas, different reflections of your consciousness that you are creating in your reality in order to interact with others. But what you are experiencing actually in your reality is your version of them. So you're the only one in your reality.
I know all this.
So why are you
Logically.
nervous in front of yourself?
Maybe you can help me with that.
All right. Are you afraid you're going to look silly? Mm-hmm. Are you afraid you're going to appear crazy?
Yes.
Well, how come you don't think you're going to appear crazy talking to an extraterrestrial coming through some other person? Why did you even get up at all?
Because everybody else here is crazy too.
Everyone else is crazy. Very good. So you see, you are among friends.
Yes.
No one here can claim you are crazy when they are just as crazy. Yes?
Yes.
All right. Does that allow you to be a little bit more relaxed?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. Again, the idea is that, yes, of course, those particular vibrations may activate certain grid lines on your planet and upgrade them in a sense vibrationally, but the entire idea is that it's drawing you to a higher frequency that allows you to be more in alignment with your fuller self and more in alignment with Source, with creation, with existence. Yes?
Yes.
The call of the trumpets calls you back to yourself,
Okay.
to more of yourself, to blend with the higher mind, to balance with the higher mind so that you're functioning as a whole being. It's like a guiding beacon. It's like a trumpet beacon, a sonic beacon into the vibration of your true natural self. Every single one of you will hear that vibration and interpret that vibration auditorily in a slightly different way that will be representative of your unique signature frequency. You understand? It's a holographic projection, auditorily perceived. But there is also a luminous aspect to it as well. And some of you have begun to see this, along with the sounds.
Okay.
But you're simply interpreting the vibration as the vibration of trumpets because that's the closest approximation you have in your musical instrumentation on your planet.
Right.
They're not literally trumpets.
No, it sounds more mechanical or like things rubbing.
Nevertheless, in ancient times when these vibrations were perceived, they were thought to actually be the trumpets of the archangels.
Gotcha.
It is coming to some degree from that level, but it is not as literal as has been depicted in some of your religious texts.
Right.
Yes? And again, we will address this a little bit more clearly in the upcoming transmission titled Angels and Demons.
Okay.
Anything else?
No. Are those sounds going to continue, or is
They will.
that pretty much it? Okay.
They will.
For how much longer?
You'd have to ask them.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.